world. This is Jacob with JL Acres. Just want to take a moment. This is our first video. Wanted to show you what we're doing today. So we unhooked our John Deere 4440 from the manure spreader. We hooked it up to a neighbor's 750 John Deere drill, and it's March 6th, and we got in early enough to plant some cover crops. So this field that we're in has been certified organic for a little over 10 years. We got a little bit of a weed issue that's come up, and hopefully this cover crop is going to help with some of that weed pressure, and also just help cycle nutrients, build soil health, and get some early season biology going in the soil to help the bean crop that we're going to put in here. Ideally, we would have planted this in the fall and have a nice overwintering mix. But with a late wet fall, that just didn't happen. So we're getting it in the spring, get about 60 days head start on the biology in the soil, and hopefully that'll pay off dividends down the road. So in a little bit here, I'll stop and I'll show you the mix they're putting in and a little bit of the field history, and then stay tuned. Hopefully we'll get some more videos going, show you what we're planning this year, and keep you updated throughout the season. Alright, so I'm going to stop here real quick and show you what we got going on here. In 2018, this was a bean field, and then in that fall we planted triticale, chopped that for the cows, and then 2019, after the triticale came off, put on about 2 tons of chicken litter and then went to corn. And you can kind of see we had a really big foxtail issue. I think just with all the wet that we had, and some of the passes with the chopping equipment, we just had a lot of compaction, which really favors the foxtail. So we're going to try to hopefully mitigate some of that with this cover crop mix that we're putting in. Ideally this was going to go in the fall, but with the late fall that we had, that just didn't happen. So it's going into the spring. If you look in here, we've got some barley and oats and peas. I should tell you what all this is for. The barley grows at a little bit cooler temperature. The oats grows good and help get some phosphorus available. We've got peas just for a little bit of legume in there. I threw a little bit of extra wheat that we had in there. Can't really see it very much. Oh, here there's a bunch. We also have some kale and purple top turnips. The plan is we may try to graze this a little bit. So it's March 6th now. We may be able to graze this a little bit before we have to go to beans here. So you can see it's staying fairly well mixed. There's a little bit that's not quite even, but you know, in nature things don't grow in perfect mixtures as well. You'll have clumps of this and that here and there. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I'll give you some updates throughout the season and show you how it's going. But I need to keep moving because we're going to warm up and get smeary pretty quick. Thanks for watching.